Well, good evening everybody and welcome along once again to Inside Line Racing. This is ILR2, the PS4 2. We're back for round 7 of the ILR2 season, live from a very soggy Montreal. So, interesting race last time out, and let's hope we're in for another treat here today. Let's hope we don't have a dominant display from Abby once again, but hey, at least Jake got a podium. Joining me in the commentary box as always is my good friend Owen Wyatt. How are we today, sir?
Doing brilliant. Just about made it on time, and we have a full grid.
Yes.
Couldn't be better.
Could not be better. But it seems like there's now a statistic that if there is a full grid, it will rain. It seems.
Yes.
We haven't
and unfortunately, since I didn't win on Thursday as well, Wisely isn't going to win.
He's not going to
again.
win. Yeah, unfortunately.
Because we made this statistic up last week. So disaster for Wisely.
Well, we have. Unfortunately, we have lost Shamasi. He's leaving league racing for a little while, so CSR Ollie, he's not in the full-time seat. He is a reserve driver, so he's going to be taking that slot today, but we will find out next week who's going to be taking the full-time slot in that McLaren alongside Jake, so exciting times. Let's see who we're going to get. And we have Skeevan in the Force India. He's there as well. Anybody else new? I don't think so. Everybody else, well, actually, Abiduan's now changed his name to just I still can't say it. I never will be able to say it. Yeah, whatever.
Abiodun.
So there it is.
Much more simple.
So it is currently Wiselig leading the championship by 14 points over Abiodun. So it's getting interesting. Tara also 1-2. And currently, Corey fastest in that Ferrari, 1:17.7, then Jake, then Tira Button. It looks like it's probably going to dry up later on in the session because it just doesn't look like it's going to stay.
Yep.
So
We've got Will in the pits on Ultras, so he should be going out later when it dries up, but it's still raining, isn't it?
Yes.
So maybe it'll take a while. I mean, the session's only been up for 5 minutes. They can't wait too long. If I was there, I'd get a banker in. That's what most of them are out there doing.
Yes. So, once it gets drier, we're going to probably take about 10 seconds off what Corey's just done. That's the difference in lap time in the dry. Zeta Mercedes pops P5. So there's that. Let's see, anybody else coming out? There's Milan Times out and the Sauber coming out now. Few others out on circuit as well. Tau is out on the circuit as well, so everybody, there's Abby going into second on a 1:17.9, but still not quite as quick as Corey.
Yes, and we're just seeing people like Costa out there, and the conditions, they just look so slippery and so difficult. I don't know, unless it's going to dry up with literally like a minute to go, I honestly think it's going to be an inspired decision for anyone who actually wants to go on to dries. Because it's still raining and it's looking really quite difficult out there.
Yeah, and we know from last season how good Costa was in the rain.
Exactly.
We won't talk about Hungary because that really didn't go well for him.
Tom's fault.
Yes, but I still laugh about that to this day.
No.
But Costa, I think he's on a lap. Oh well, there's your indication of how dry it's getting.
It's raining though.
Right, so
Codemasters, what's going on?
If you ever want to see cars using DRS while it's wet, welcome to F1 2018, because now Costa's going to get a huge advantage.
I mean, it is possible. I mean, it does happen in real F1, but
yes.
I mean, never when it's still raining. What are they doing?
Well, obviously there is a crossover point, but it is still, it's still raining, because now Jake's bolted on a set of hypersofts.
What? Oh, this game.
This is going to get into. This is going to be really, really interesting.
This is where we get a massive upset.
Yeah,
I think, because this weather is playing havoc, and I haven't got a clue why it's apparently okay for dries, because it's not.
Well, so.
Oh, bananas time! Into the barrier
Ooh,
at the end of the first sector there.
He's done a Lance Stroll.
And, yeah, so maybe it is time for dries, because he's struggling now on inters, and the rain has just stopped. And suddenly it's a dry track, so yeah, that's apparently how quickly it dries up in this country. I didn't know that personally, but there you go.
Well, Scuba went P3 during that. So now people are bolting on the Hypersoft tyre. We're going to take about 10 seconds off that lap time.
Weisig out and Jake out as well.
Boom!
And Mr. Costa.
I told you, he's good in the wet, but unfortunately it's now drying up. So,
yeah. Well, if
15
bragging
seconds.
rights for a few short moments, you'll take it.
Yep. So, well, I said it was 15-7, 17-5. Oh well. There's Scuba coming into the pit lane. Anybody else? Banana time's into the pit lane, so we're just going to see nobody out on the track, apart from Weislig.
Yeah, and Jake is coming around the last corner to start his lap now.
Well, we actually haven't done an onboard lap around Montreal yet, so let's see if we can, if the camera would work with me, go around to Jake there. There we go. He's coming through turn 1 now. He's on the hypersoft, around that long turn 2, and then into this tricky right-left section. You're completely blind until you get on top of it, and then run it out as far as you can to the wall, and round towards this another little tricky left-hander, slightly off camber, kind of drops away from you a little bit. Then it's
very slow.
Yes, it looks like it's a build-up lap, if I'm totally honest.
Jeez. So, yeah, we're on that crossover point then. It's just a really weird situation. Either tire really just isn't good enough at this point. We'll just have to wait a bit. I'm surprised that there isn't more people out on the Ultras, to be honest, because this is actually probably where the Ultras will perform the best.
Well, I mean, I think Ollie's heard your cry, because he's come out. Scott's come out on the Ultras. Button's come out on the Ultras, and so is Will. So there's a...
Smart people.
Yeah, smart people.
At the minute anyway.
Yeah, so let's see how those tyres will do. Well, the track's going to get rubbered in.
111. Maybe 112.
111.9.
111s.
Yeah, we're still waiting. That time's going to drop like a stone as we go further into the race, of course, into the qualifying, because it's going to get rubbered in. The track's still kind of damp.
Well, here comes Weislig. Let's see if he can improve anywhere.
Oh, Will. 110.9. Ultras.
Yep.
That's why.
And Weislig's looking very strong as well. He's going to set that time
10.5
a little bit lower.
On the hypers. So, these are
still
indications.
Around 2.5. Still around 2.5 to 3 seconds off where he wants to be, though.
Yeah, let's see where Corey can put it. As he comes down
it's just
to...
one of them things, though. Will they actually get there for the end of the session? Like, will 8 minutes be enough time to get it right down to 107? Because this is one of them quality sessions where you're going to want to be the very last man to do your lap, because the time is going down almost every single, time someone crosses the line.
Yeah. Well, Corey with a 110.6. Now let's wait and see. We have a bit of a cluster going down towards the last corner there.
Yeah.
Down towards the Wall of Champions.
Onyx is going to catch all of this.
He's
on a lap.
Yeah, he is. He might just catch it right. He might just call it kind of in a decent place. Not really the best of places, but it comes to the line, and he's going to go quickest, 19.8 on the Ultra. That's right, and Will takes it straight off him on a 194 and cuts the first corner.
Yeah.
So here we go. Qualifying battle is on. That's going to be probably for a slow car down the back straight. That's from Alec Dykes. But now, oh god, it's really busy out on track right now. Super busy.
Yeah.
Bulletproof 192. So we're getting closer to those 107s, which is definitely where the pole lap is going to be. Right around that ballpark.
I've just watched Adamako slam the brakes on as he's to finish his lap, so he's hiding some pace, possibly.
Maybe. Sandbagging.
Yes. Don't know how it looks. But we've got Scuba I'm watching on a lap here. He's on the back straight. He's got a car that I think might be on an out lap ahead of him. He's going to get a really nice slipstream, so this could be the fastest lap.
Oh, it's perfect.
That car pits. Yeah, very good.
And here comes Scuba.
Surely, he's got a chance. He'll be in the 8s.
No.
And, no, invalid.
It was invalid. Well, unfortunately, it was invalid. I did notice actually Jordan's in P3. On a 109.5. Didn't even notice that he was there. He kind of just snuck in there. ZR Mercedes on a 191. So here we go. Still about a second and a half away from the pole lap, or the pole time that we think is going to be around that ballpark. Maladiktus 108.5. Now, if he got pole, absolute scenes. If he gets pole,
Absolutely.
but he is currently about 0.6 of a second quicker than Zed on Mercedes, which is
Yes.
a huge gap. I'm sure it's going to drop.
No
Oh,
offense,
Tau,
Stu.
never mind.
Yeah.
108.2. There you go.
No offense to you, but that time, didn't seem right, did it?
There's
Seeing it right,
Skeven.
but anyway.
Skeven into on a 108.53, about 100th of a second off of Maladiknis in P2, so the Force India is well up the grid.
Mr. Costa heads the end of his lap, I think.
Yeah,
Down the
looks
back
like it.
straight, we'll see how he gets on.
There are
Obviously,
yellows
he
up
came
ahead.
down from ILR. Obviously, he did come down from ILR1. He was, third in the ILR2 championship last year, so he has got pace, and we'll see if he can... He had a difficult start in Monaco,
Sixth.
didn't he? And hopefully we can see him go a little bit better today.
Yeah, well, he's now P6.
Good start, I guess.
But still 1.1 seconds off of the pole time currently.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's more there.
I think people are still finding their way around. There's such a massive gap between, first and 10th. Something like, we never normally see this on a lap that takes 67 seconds. So, people are still finding their way out. Look, the sun's coming out now as well. You can see as Jake gets an unbelievable run down the back straight. Look at this.
Yeah,
On the
he's...
back of Abiodun. I think he's going to get this perfectly timed into the pits.
I
thought abandoned that.
I thought that was going to end in tears. That one there. Let's see. Abby's going to be the one to watch because he's taken pole a few times this season. He's got the Sauber of banana times up ahead to kind of give him a small toll, but also it's not going to help his the dirty air situation.
Oh, it depends where he gets him. If he gets him here, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Just look at that. He might lose a little time, but he will get the DRS stream down here. Oh, DRS failure.
DRS failure. Yeah, that's DRS failure. What a...
That's a shame. Hopefully that gets fixed before the end of the session. I don't see it happening now. He's going to get by.
He's
That's
not
going to affect him a little bit.
He's not going to be happy with banana times there.
No.
What is that?
Oh,
What is going on there? I don't know if banana times is looking in his mirrors or... I think it's because
it's one of them corners. I don't know what he's doing. It's one of them corners where, as I found out myself on Thursday, it is so easy to get the braking wrong. I don't think he did that on purpose. I think he misjudged the brakes because it is one of the most just terrible corners to get wrong. But yes, even still, he might find himself in a bit of hot water for that.
Here comes Onyx to the line, and that's pole 108.0. So, yeah, this could see a shake-up in results a little bit. If the guys... That's if Avi can pull them out of the bag, because the guys that are usually on the front row, they're down 14th, 15th, 11th, they're kind of floundering down a little bit. They haven't been able to get a clean lap in. Now, unless, of course, they're sandbagging, which they probably are, but, yeah.
And as I said, the sun is now out, so this is basically the ideal, situation. I think this is going to be basically a one-shot qualifying we're about to see here. Get right back to the old days on F1. And looks like Scott's starting a lap, so hopefully we'll see him do well. He's on 2-lap old ultras, so he's just going round and round in circles.
Yeah.
And, he might get in all this traffic as well. This might be the worst time for him to do a lap. Although, to be honest with you, I don't really think he cares.
Well, I mean, we have confirmed that he is going to go on the hardest tyre in Silverstone and do a zero stop. So he is going to do that, like he did last time. So it would be the
lovely
one,
ice blue tires.
Yeah, it's the one we didn't see in real life F1. Only I think in free practice we saw them.
Yeah,
and that was it. But now we come into...
It's a very nice tire. Very nice tire.
It's a nice tire. It just doesn't really work. But now here we go. We're going to see kind of a bit of a backup down the back straight as we have Tau. Then just behind us the Williams of Scuba, and then the Ferrari of Corey, just a little bit behind. So they're going to get backed up into each other a little bit here.
Here's Scott then. He hasn't actually got a representative time yet, so he needs to get this one done.
Not bad, 10th place.
Yeah, so let's see Tau. Is he first?
He is first. Yes. So
let's follow him round then.
He took an on-track victory in Spain, but lost it to penalties. to Josh, PSR Josh, who moved up to ILR1. Of course, there's Will getting out of the way, and Tao is just going to follow wisely. P1 108.004, 800ths quicker than Onyx. But those times, I think it has to come down more, surely.
Ty is driving brilliantly on this lap so far. So
super clean.
Smooth. Yeah. He's going to get a really nice test stream off Scott down this back straight. If he gets close enough. I think he's already is close enough. As Jordan, he was up in third earlier, and he's now. What a shame.
And Jake's bottled it too. So, yeah. Unfortunately, with Tao, it just looks effortless. This drive.
The only sort of issue was in the hairpin, but apart from that,
this is a pole lap, surely pole. It's so clean. 178, there it is. He takes provisional pole now. Who's behind him? Scuba is get across the line, and he did manage to get across the line for another lap, and he's on the ultras, remember. And Abby has retired. He's going to be starting 18th on the grid, our championship contender. Meanwhile, his teammate Wisely is P2, championship leader. And he actually has done his lap on the ultras, and he's on the front row.
Yeah.
So that's
fantastic.
That's a really, really good effort from him. Bulletproof pops into P4. Tim Veg is now P7, but Maladikis, what a performance! He's P5 currently.
Yeah, and his teammate as well. Really nice job from the two.
Can he go further?
2 yellow bananas.
Super committed through the chicane.
He's up.
Oh, couldn't quite find the time. Adamako, 13th. So it is an interesting qualifying. It was an interesting qualifying, but it ended like this. Let's wait for those results to come up.
I mean, a superb pole position lap. I mean, I rode on board the whole time. He fully deserved that pole. That was a great lap. I haven't seen someone drive so smoothly like that in a long time. Yeah, in a lap like that.
And there it is. Tao in P1. Isaac on side of Onyx with a fantastic third place. I got to give it to him there. Then Bulletproof, Maladike, this Skeven in P6, Tim Veg up in P7, Zeno Mercedes, then Scuba, and then CSR Ollie in his debut, P10, Costa in 11th, just outside the top 10. Then there's Will, Adamako, then Scott managed 14th, Jordan 15th, Corey all the way down in 16th, Jake in 17th, Abby, very surprisingly, P18. He didn't even set a lap on the dries.
Yeah. That will affect his championship chances, well, to say, with Wisely, surely on what is the winning strategy, in my opinion.
Yes.
But then again, this is Wisely again. Like I say, I didn't win on Thursday, so he's gonna have it go wrong somewhere. And it's a bit cloudy, a bit overcast. Not exactly the most comfortable position, but not raining, luckily.
Yeah. So
yet.
Yeah, Abby's currently 14 points off the championship lead, and this he needs a miracle pretty much to get up that far. And Tao is currently, he's on pole. He's now he's 7th place in the championship currently. 50. So there's a really tight midfield battle going on there. So if he gets himself in a good position, if he wins this race, he can get himself up to about 4th in the championship, and maybe start putting in a little bit of a title challenge potentially.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to remember it's only round 7. We've got a very long way to go.
Yes.
I don't really think they've gotten to a rhythm yet either. So there's still a lot to see. But yeah. Oh, so it'll be a good indication.
Right,
let's have everyone else is.
Let's have a look at these strategies. So Tao, yes. P1 on the Hypers, Wiselig, brilliantly. All the Ultra Softs on the front row. Then we have 9th, 10th and 11th on the Ultras. Will and Adam Mako, Jordan, Jake, Abby, and Banana Times on the Supers. I'm very surprised that Scott didn't go for the Super Soft seat.
Wow.
He's actually...
He's out-qualified his teammate. He's on a high right now.
He has actually. I think that's
go for the win here.
That's the first time this season he's out-qualified Corey, so...
Absolute saints.
Yeah, so... I mean, he's won from back here before, but it seems like a bit of an outside chance, but... Anyways, I think there's a fairly high chance of a safety car around Canada. So we had last year we had our race leader claimed by the Wall of Champions in hilarious fashion, but poor Sam. But yeah, he pretty much gifted Paga a win last year here in Canada. But let's hope we don't see anything like that.
Oh, that would be funny though.
So, but I just want to see who's going to be the first victim of that Wall of Champions.
Yeah,
because somebody
Maybe
is going to
no
crash
one.
into it.
Maybe it'll be no one. Let's get the benefit of the doubt and assume that they're going to drive properly.
Right. So lining up on the grid now. Banana Times is still quite a ways back from the his grid slot in 20th. First full grid of the season. Yes, boys.
Yeah, it's because either going to end with 7 or 8 cars out on lap 1, or a brilliant race. So we'll see.
Well, turn 1 is a prime opportunity for overtake, especially on at that outside line. So watch for Wiselig from second place on the grid. We're getting ready to go to 5 red lights for the start of round 7 of the ILR2 season. Lights out, and away we go. Tao gets a good start. Wisely gets an even better one from second place, but he just can't find the traction in the second part of the phase. Onyx looking on the inside to try and take Wisely. Second place there, looking up the inside is Wisely. Can he hold on to that one? Looks like he's going to be able to do so. Onyx is a little bit alongside there, but he just can't find the room, and Wisely holds on for now. But the two Reynolds had a great start. Tim Veggs and fighting with Maladikis there. They've managed to hold on to that 5th and 6th. And Skeven losing out a little bit there, looking behind. Costa, great start, diving down the inside of Scuba, trying to take away that 8th place from him. But all looks clean, everybody's got through. Looks like Corey's had a problem. I think he's got a bit of wing damage, but no major accidents. Bulletproof now looking on the inside of Onyx. Wisex had to cut the corner. Let's see if Bulletproof can maybe have a little look at him. And as they run up towards the hairpin, watch for the Renault as well. He's looking behind, and can Onyx maybe take 2 cars in one potentially? He's looking on the inside of Bulletproof, but look at Tao, he's run away from these guys.
Well, nothing more than you'd expect when you've got Wisek off the track and about to be overtaken. You're talking about Wall of Champions victims. You might be about to find one right now because they're going side by side.
Bulletproof round the outside of the chicane. What a move!
Wow. Jeez,
wow,
that was so brave. And now you've got Wisely, and you've got Onyx, and you've now got Maladikis in this.
Oh, what a move from Bulletproof. That is super brave. You just can't do it there, but he done it. And of course, Wisely made a move last time that you shouldn't be able to make, and he did. So Bulletproof's now done one to him.
And look at the run that Onyx has got. Can he get his way past? He's going to be feeling the pressure from Maladikis behind. I think the two runners have got some really decent pace. On the start, you saw Tim Veg just go through the middle of the 2 cars. Didn't quite get ahead, but he knows what he's doing. He's got good pace around here, so look out for him at some point. But yeah, Onyx is really looking quite threatening. Yeah,
Corey's had a disaster. He's had to come into the pit lane, so he's now dropped right to the back. But I think there's now a Tim train behind the Renault's holding everybody up, and just behind, Ollie trying to look around the outside of Costa, and here comes Skeven on Scuba potentially trying to have a look. And this is going to get really interesting when they have the DRS, because you can literally see the entire field on the back straight.
Yeah, that's a rare sight, isn't it?
Apart from Corey.
Yeah, no one notices him anyway. And look at that. Onto the main straight, you've got Scuba. Really has to get this done now.
Oh, they're going to go 3 wides. Skeven down the inside of 2 cars. Can he get it done? No, he has to try and fight the Williams on the outside. But watch for Mr. Costa looking up the inside. He's had a good start to this Grand Prix. He's now 9th on the back of this train. Ollie's had a decent start too, so they're just trying to follow in the slipstream of this Renault, who's really holding everybody up, because his teammates just up the road fighting for
diving
4th place. Scuba diving down the side of the Renault, but look for Skeven on the cutback, and he gets past. And there's Costa getting past too. So watch for Costa.
DRS. Oh my goodness, this is gonna go so badly wrong.
Well, everybody.
Look at this, I think there's a bit of contact there, was it not?
Adamako past Ollie. Ollie had a bit of a wiggle. And watch for Zed. They're 3 wide in the background between Will and Zed and Mercedes. They're coming to the hairpin. Who's going to come out on top here?
God.
I think Will has just overtaken 2 cars. So good job to Will to get through that one. Watch for Skeven on Tim Veg here. Look at the overspeed he's going to get down towards the chicane. There's just nothing to fight with. Skeven on the inside of Tim Veg. And he's got that done into the chicane. Bulletproof, fastest lap of the race. So he's really putting the hammer down. Look at Mr. Costa trying to get past Tim Veg as well on the inside. Costa's flying in this early stage, and he's up to 7th now, chasing after Skeevan. The two Williams are together as well, so Adam Ackles made some good tracks. He's on the super softs trying to get up through the field. Scuba looking on the inside. Tim Vec can't find the room, but Maladiktis has now suddenly dropped off the back of Onyx.
Oh, look at that side by side through turn 5. Will, don't see that too often. He's trying to get into P10. That is great driving, but it's going to end in a bit of an accident.
Well saved.
I think he just about held it. Yeah, good save. But look at the carnage he's going to cause down this straight.
Look at the back of
Oh my god.
Here we go. We got another 3-wide moment. Abby's involved now, and suddenly Scott's now got himself in the fight. He's got down the inside of Will, around the outside. Got it done. Abby's getting a little bit of a wiggle on. And you just
look at that set of Mercedes. You've got Tim Veg. He's off to Narnia almost there, and he's being overtaken left, right, and centre now. But he's got a good exit, and you know what? He's going to come back at Scuba here if he's got half a chance.
Yeah, just watch out for Zed on Mercedes, who might make it 3 wide.
Oh my god!
Zed on Mercedes. They got to be careful into the chicane. What's Zed on Mercedes? He's going to be clever and probably take the. Actually, I should have checked up front because Bulletproof is now into P2. He has overtaken. Sorry, no. Weising's got close up to him.
On here. Look at this starting the main straight!
Oh my lord,
God.
2 by 2 into turn 1. And that's Zed on Mercedes around the outside, up the inside of Tim Veg. Can he get it done? Not quite, just behind. There's contact, And there's been a big crash behind. They've managed to somehow survive, sort of. They haven't retired, but it was going to end in tears at some point.
Yeah, that was getting way too close. And yeah, I think Will's got front wing damage. I mean, he's just hit the wall again. He's struggling there.
Weisling on the inside of Bulletproof as we go into the hairpin. So Weisling trying to come back at Bulletproof here, and it looks like it's going to be an easy DRS pass for him here. Bulletproof defending the inside. Weisling going to slipstream around the outside. And
is he going to do the same move as Bulletproof did to him before? Yes.
Not quite as spectacular. Oh, he's hit the wall of champions. Now Bulletproof
didn't get himself out though.
Yeah, Bulletproof got a penalty for cutting the corner there, so that wouldn't have helped him. Behind, Costa challenging Skeevan, and I did notice actually Costa is actually on the ultras as well, so he's on a decent strategy. Adamako and Tim Veg fighting. Tim Veg's dropping by the wayside, but he's going to fight nonetheless. Adamako on the outside of that left-hander, not going to be able to make anything work through there. On the way out though, maybe run up towards the left-hander, getting the helicopter shots. I can't see anything because the trees are in the way. So that's a great shot from the helicopter. That's better. I can see something now.
Oh, into the wall again goes Will. He needs to be careful there. He's not going to take himself out by doing that.
Adamako on the inside.
Side by side.
And gets it done.
And Will as well. He's going to get that one straight away. And that's going to slow them both down. Look out for Ollie as well. He's trying to make a free abreast. He will make a free abreast.
Down the inside of the Renault. He's taken 2 cars in one. Good job. Ollie, watch for Abby.
Oh, look at Abby.
2 by 2.
Wow. God damn. This is going to be really... Oh, dear.
It is 2 by 2 like Noah's Ark. Down the main straight.
Oh, man.
Look
at the run.
Oh,
look
my
at the
lord.
run for Abby.
Oh.
What's he going to do? He had to back off there.
Oh, good job for keeping it clean, boys. Abby around the outside. And look for...
Look at
Scott. He's on the inside of everybody as they run down the main straight. He's going to take the 2 of them, potentially down the inside, at least take the Renault. Renault's going to fight it. Now Scott ran the outside and can't quite make it work. Yes, he can make it work. He's found the traction. Nice move from Scott there. And while we're talking there, I just saw...
on the wall.
Costa and Skeevan are fighting. Costa's going to make a move on Skeevan. It looks like on the outside. That's sketchy. Skeevan just leaves him a little bit of room to work with. And now maybe trying to get the cut back up towards the hairpin. Lovely run out of that left right-hander. And should be ahead as they run to the hairpin. He's going to have to go immediately defensive versus Skeevan, which he does. So the Irishman trying to find a way back past the Portugueseman here. And he looks like he's ahead. But Skeevan should have DRS. As they
he
run
will get it.
Yes, he does.
Oh, no, he won't actually.
No, he won't.
He doesn't. I think he. Well, why is that then? No one has it. They must have been equal on the little marker that was before the hairpin. You don't see that too often, but
yeah, it's interesting.
Wow. So
now Costa into
anyway,
P5, into P6.
After carnage into the last corner almost. There's Ollie Had to just about back off there and
Yeah,
avoid a huge accident.
He's going to have a go at Adamaco here on the outside of turn 1. Tricky to make it work here.
Oh.
Around the outside of turn 1. Switch to the inside for the next bit of the corners. A little bit of contact. Watch for Will on the inside of the two of them. He's alongside, but can't quite make it work to try and get past the McLaren. He's still on the inside, though. It's going to be sketchy to make it work there. Adamaco surely not going to make it work there. Can't find the room to get past, but it's Ollie who manages to get past the Williams. It's just a huge train. Adamaco diving a little bit there as he tries to get past the Mercedes, and Abby's now getting himself in the fight as well, as he's going to have DRS versus these guys, but so will everybody else because they're all in a massive train as we run down towards the next corner. Abby on the inside of the Williams. Can he make it work? Looks like he can. Adamaco has to cut the chicane, and Abby's in the wall, and Scott's going to now get him, it looks like. Oh, there was a little bit of lag there.
Yeah.
Bit of lag. I thought there was going to be a huge shunt there for a second.
There might still be. Don't think it's over yet because, oh my god, this train is going to get even worse. And Adamaco, he must have gained a place, and Maladaitis into the pits as well as Skeven.
So this is the first of the Hypersoft runners coming in. Look at this train.
I mean, I'm so surprised. Happily surprised that there's still 20 people here somehow.
Here comes Will.
And here goes Will.
On Ollie, watch for Adamaco as well in the Williams. And he's going to pop it down the inside of the Mercedes. Oh, he might get the two of them here. Oh, it's going to end in tears. Into the wall goes Ollie. And Adamaco's involved too. Oh, okay. Oh, huge shunt. Oh, Tim Veg is out. What a shame. Ghosting system didn't work. Ghosting system didn't work. Yeah, you have to say it. Call for a safety car, boys.
I am so sorry.
Abby's struggling around with wing damage.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Skeven's got a penalty for passing those guys who were crashed.
Yeah. Oh, free abreast again! What the hell's got a front wing? How's this gonna work? Luckily, Adamaco just backside, but that could have been so bad. He almost hits into that, but he's went off again. Oh my
careful, boys.
God.
It was... Right, so we have a few of our leaders in now. Tao, the race leader, comes in.
Jeez, they're still going for it, hitting each other. Into the wall goes Ollie. It's all just ticked off on this lap. Here comes Bananas Tao. I don't think he's going to get through. I think it's actually Jit. It's the DRS here.
Tao luckily gets out in front of all of that carnage. Now where is?
He'd be thrilled about that.
Oh, it's close with Maladiktis and Onyx, and Ollie is out of this race. Now that's probably as a result of all of that carnage.
Yes.
Now, where's he gone off? So. He's in the Wall of Champions, ladies and gentlemen.
It's happened.
Adamaco's out as well. Oh, it's all ended in tears. And Maladiktis has just passed Onyx. That's for net P4.
Oh, here's Corey right on the outside. Managed to make that one work around turn 5. Well done to him. But you know, his teammates up in 7th. He's being outdone here.
Yeah, so Maladiktis in passing the Force India. He's now in a net P4. As far as I can see.
Here comes Abby.
Yeah, Abby.
Have a look. And we'll have another look. Scott's going to be right on this in a minute.
Yeah.
And
he's hoping he's hoping for a shunt here. Abby on the outside. Will doesn't really put up too much of a fight. And Abby down through to P5. Will gets a penalty as he comes through that section.
Oh man, what a crazy sequence of just crashes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so surprised we still got 17 people. That's what I meant to say. But yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it was clean for the most part. I mean, we had some great battles there, but they've just been giving themselves a little bit of a breather there while all the pit stops happening.
Maladiktis, so he got repassed by Onyx, but you're having a little think about having a go at the Force India. These guys have got to get through the traffic up ahead of Abby, Will, and Scott. And we got a yellow flag in Sector 1. What's the problem? Can't say anything. It was just a momentary.
Who could have expected Abby to be known as a traffic today? I don't think anyone was expecting that. I mean,
yeah.
Ugh.
Considering how he dominated Monaco.
I know. Here comes Scott then. He wants to have a little go on Will. Then a Mercedes has just passed Jake, and then Jake's gotten back.
Yeah.
And there's still yellow Sector 1. Oh, it's Weislig! It's Weislig!
It's Weislig!
Had an issue. Yeah.
Okay.
Something's happened to Weislich then. He's just he's.
Oh, he's broken his wing. Costa's going to take the lead.
Yeah.
Oh
You know,
no!
I did tell you he wasn't going to win the race.
Yeah, the statistics holds up. Weislich puts it in the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the lead position, Mr. Costa.
It's like you're never gone, my friend. Welcome back.
It was actually around this time that he started to pick up a bit of form last season.
Yeah.
So, Weislich, he's what have you done, mate?
It's my fault. I apologise greatly for not winning on Thursday.
Because I'm so glad I didn't say that it was his time to win today. I was literally about to say it, and then anyway, Tao is right on the back of Scuba.
Oh man, how slow is Weislich down the straight? Is he slow enough to the car now? Not
Onyx and
quite.
Scott are fighting here. That's Weislich in. He's going to have to change his wing at the same time. So
Scott actually got overtaken. I'm quite surprised by that, to be honest.
yeah,
And he's into the pits now. A conventional strategy by Scott? What's happening?
wow.
It's like he's actually trying this week.
Do you know? I'm actually going to say it. Abby might still be in with a chance.
Oh dear, don't.
I mean, the championship leader's just crashed into the wall, so he's still.
Oh, there goes Ty almost on the inside.
Oh, Will and Maledictus have come together.
Yeah.
They've come together in the
no.
left-right, and Will is in the wall where Felipe
yes.
Massa went off.
This is all going wrong.
Tao has got the move done on Scuba, and now he chases after our race leader. Sector 1, that is the yellow flag for that incident. As Will.
Corey as well, almost into him, and Weislich as
and
well.
Will's,
and Will is just.
He's just
that's a
crashed
Max
out of
Chilton
frustration.
Right there. Yeah, that's a Max Chilton right there. And
Safety car? Question mark?
Safety car.
Question mark?
Please.
Please. Hello?
Oh, hello.
No, never mind.
Charlie.
Never mind.
Dear.
We're not getting a safety car.
So Weislich then, behind Corey, and you can tell that he's had a bad day when he ends up behind someone who was last and about 30 seconds off him by the end of lap 1. But he's going to get past him now, and he's just going to try and salvage something from this race now, because he's really gone and bottled it. Again.
At least your statistics holding up. Oh, Maledictus,
Wait,
no! He was
went to
doing
pit
so
start.
well.
Yeah, it is a real Renault disaster. They were 5th and 6th when they got at the start. By the end of that one, and now they're both out. And
What happened to him?
he went into the pits, I think, after that crash, and just retired there, I guess, instead of just spinning it on track or something like Will did.
Well, that's 5 retirements.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well,
So-
at least that means we can actually focus on the leading battle, because we've got Ty catching Mr. Costa.
Yeah, Costa's due a stop
he's,
very shortly.
Yes. It certainly is looking good for Ty now. Although I don't really want to say that. I just have, but I don't want to say it because it will ruin his life
well.
now. I've said that.
Weislich's really gone and put himself in a hole now. And Costa's in.
Yeah.
Releases Tao
you
back into the
robbed
lead.
us. Robbed us of a little bit of a battle there.
Scuba follows him. So now...
Onyx is by Abby.
yeah, he is by.
Being
So
on
now...
much fresher tires.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, okay, I thought there was something going on. But now Onyx is into P2 in this race.
Yep.
So he's done a good strategy to get himself up there. He's on the same tyre as Tao, and the same strategy as him. So he's done a really good job. Costa's going to come out. He is in front.
Not bad.
Yeah, he's come out in front of his teammate. Yeah, and in front of Weislich, of course, after that instance. So he's in P6.
This could get interesting, you know.
Yeah, later
If
on
he
in the
has any
race.
good pace.
Yeah.
I don't know how far he's off. 17 seconds, maybe not as close as it could be, but still, he could be up there in a chance for a podium, definitely.
Bulletproof on the back of Abby now.
This is net third, and well, actually, it's real third if he can get it.
Yeah, here he comes on the outside of the hairpin. Abby's going to defend that. A little bit of a punt. Just a slight bit of tyre-on-tyre contact. And Bulletproof right round the outside of Abby into the hairpin. Nice move, gets it done. And now he chases after Onyx.
Right. So, I think it's... I don't want to say it, but I do think it's calmed down a little bit now, and they've sort of got their act together a bit. Although I say that, Scuba's now going to give it a go on Zenna Mercedes into the last chicane if he's brave enough, and he luckily isn't. He'll wait until a better opportunity arises. Which is
into
here.
turn 1. onto the inside of the Red Bull, and looks like he's going to have that move done. Well, Zedder Mercedes is going to fight it, but Scuba is into now P7 and chases after Costa now.
Weisling on the back of M2 now, he just hit the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, he's not totally out of it.
Yeah, but he has lost the win, unfortunately.
Yes, because now
I don't think he was going to get it though. I think Ty already had
the pace.
The lead sort of got back. He's 10 seconds clear. So unless something goes wrong for him now, it should be his victory.
Yeah.
But yeah, commentator's curse.
The victory he should have got in Spain.
Yeah.
Skeven.
And look at this. Weisling wants to go down the inside. He really thought about it there, but he didn't quite go for it. And yeah, Skeven as well.
Into P4.
Inevitable. And how far is Abby going to fall down? He's going to be well outside the points.
Yes, he is.
And he's going to keep losing because he cannot pit yet. It's too early. He's going to have to go at least another couple of laps before he can go on to Ultras to be assured that they'll go to the end with some decent pace. And here comes Zedder Mercedes back at Scuba. If he can get close enough, he certainly has a chance. But not going to happen for now, and that might cost him the place to Weisling now, not being able to get past there.
Yeah, bulletproof right in the back of Onyx now.
Yeah.
And looks like he's got a lot more pace in that car.
How did Onyx get into P2? That's incredible.
Masterclass strategy.
Like, yeah. I mean, he pitted on the same lap, though, as Bulletproof. I don't know if we missed a pass or something, but I don't understand how he's managed to get ahead. Maybe we were too focused on the leading battle that we didn't even, or the forever behind battle, we didn't actually focus on the leading battle. But yeah. Fair enough, I'm not gonna complain.
He's doing a good
sure, he
job.
won't complain. Yeah.
So now, Bulletproof with the DRS, Weisling past Zedder Mercedes as well. He is just ahead. Yep, he's got it done. And Bulletproof into the last chicane. Pulled off a incredible move around the outside of that chicane earlier on Weisling, but it not close enough to do anything just there. And Zedder Mercedes, I think, might be thinking about coming back at Weisling. Well, not quite.
He is close, but just DRS against DRS isn't going to work.
Yeah.
You can't fight fire with fire. And it's got to stick behind him for a bit.
So let's see how Abby's getting on. His tyres are starting to look past their sell-by date. Looking a little bit worn.
He can pit now, though, if he wants to.
Yeah.
And I would very much advise that before Mr. Costa catches him, which will probably be on the next lap. So, and after that comes a whole world of trouble, because then you got Scuba, Weisling, and Zedder Mercedes all in tow as well. So if I was Abby, I'd be pitting now.
Yeah. So well, let's see if he hears your call, because Costa's absolutely flying in that Red Bull behind him. So let's see, does the Toro Rosso peel into the pit lane? Yes, he does.
Yes.
Master strategist over here. Costa.
Yes.
Now going to take P5. And Scuba is now really under pressure from Weisling, who's banging in fastest lap after fastest lap.
And very eager to get back up the field. He has got the pace for the podium. He's got the pace to get to second. I don't see him getting the victory, though.
No.
But second's certainly on the table. And I guess the win wasn't on the table anyway, and with the pace he's got, maybe second was what he was going to get at the end of the day anyway.
Down the inside
so,
of Scuba.
Maybe he'll have more fun doing it this way. Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, very nice, but they're still side by side. Scuba's not giving up this place very easy, because they're all the same kind of tyre. And gets out, breaks him into that left-right, has to cut the chicane. So he's going to have to give Scuba that place back.
Then Mercedes might fancy a chance.
He's got two cars in front of him. He wants to be careful here. Weisling all the way around the outside. Can he make that one work? No, Scuba's going to hold on to it. Now Zedder Mercedes is going to have the benefit of a double tow versus these two guys. These guys have been side by side for half the lap here. So it's not but Scuba has DRS after all of that. So
oh man, look so wise to
here comes Zedder Mercedes.
God.
Oh, couldn't quite find
another 50, 100 meters. He would have had that.
Yeah.
What a save there for Weisling. Jeez.
So Zedder Mercedes late on the brakes, closes right up to Weisling, and that's banana times coming out of the pit lane there.
So that might get in their way a little bit.
Maybe. Well, it is a. I thought it was ghosted for a second, but it isn't. Blue flag's waved. And he's gonna get these.
Oh, jeez. That's a bit of blocking, is it not?
Yeah, you just caught them in the really the wrong place. Here comes Weisig now. Even with the DRS open on Scuba's car, can he go all the way around the outside of this left right hander? He tried it before. And maybe he goes side by side. Watch for Zeta Mercedes now, who's now slipstreams past. He's getting the slipstream off Scuba. They run up to the hairpin. It's going to be kind of dodgy for him to go side by side to there. Weisig very late on the brakes. He's going to be a little bit too deep. Zeta Mercedes with the cutback. Weisig finds the space. Who's going to have the DRS as they run up towards this left right corner? It is Weisig. He is ahead. But watch for Zeta Mercedes. Look at the overspeed from the Red Bull. He's going to have a fancy pop at Weisig into turn 1. If he gets the run, not quite.
I think Weisig will pull away now. He should be able to. He is the quickest car out of these three, and you can see already that he's got that gap out instantly. And, oh dear, Jordan. Making his next stop, and he gets a penalty. Yikes.
Yes, so now the two Ferraris, 9th and 10th. But Corey's done 19 laps on those super softs.
He can get into the end if he fancies it, but I have a feeling they might go pop if he goes too hard on them. But we'll see.
Bulletproof,
Still
not able
bulletproof.
Yeah, he's not able to get past Onyx here. Struggling.
It was very close last time round. It was only 0.2 of a second as he got to the end of the straight. If you can keep the rear end in check here, which he has, he might have a little chance. And
but you can see, Onyx is really doing a good job of saving that ERS because he's got plenty to use to defend. So let's see as they run through the wall.
I noticed Weisig had, not Weisig, Abbey had a lot of ERS as well in the bank before he pitted. So he might go up and challenge Scott at some point for 10th as well and salvage something out of this race. The only saving grace for him is that his teammate has also had a disastrous day, and Corey has had a disastrous pit.
Oh dear. We got a yellow flag in sector 1. What's that for? Having a look. Nothing major as far as I can see. There's been a debris. It looks like somebody's been in the wall. I don't know who it was, but somebody's definitely been in the wall. It's right on board with the Ferraris. Looks like it's okay now. And
nice.
Oh, it was Skeven. It was Skeven. Costa's now into 4th. Skeven's fallen from 4th place. He's been in the wall. That's the debris we saw.
Left-hand side.
Oh dear, he was actually faster than the two guys up front. He was catching them at a rate of knots. Bulletproof is closer now. He's going to try and mimic what he did, but he just can't find the room. Needs to run through the wall of champions. Onyx get a little bit of a wiggle on. And no DRS this time to help him. So here comes Bulletproof. Can he move to the inside? Yes, he's going to dive it down the inside, late on the brakes, and out brakes the Force Indy into the first corner. He's into 2nd place now. Parks the bus on the apex. Can Onyx come back at him? Doesn't look like it. Skeven's now into the pit lane after that incident with the wall. So now Costa's into P4. He's about 5 seconds off of this battle for 2nd.
Abbey now ahead of Scott. He missed that one.
He's back in the points now, is Abbey.
Looks like Onyx has got the pace to come back. Here he goes.
Yes.
Down the inside.
He thinks about it as contact. Bulletproof has to. He well saved, but he had to cut the chicane. So will that give him a penalty? Looks like he might have got away with it since he was punted in the rear.
Yeah. Wasn't really very fair.
The more they battle, the more Costa closes up. So this is going to help him.
And Weisig as well. He's now pulled away.
Here comes Onyx again. Down towards the last chicane. He's going to pull to the inside. Can he get it done? Yes, he defends it. And he's now back into 2nd place. Onyx putting up a real show here.
Yeah, but now Bulletproof's going to come back with so much more speed, but then the DRS.
And why's it got a penalty? Another one.
Oh dear.
Another one.
Bulletproof! Jeez, he went up the inside there, had a little tap. Lucky
Scuba down the inside, Zeta Mercedes behind, sorry to interrupt. Let's see if, can he get it done? Scuba around the outside, can't find the traction, loses the rear end a little bit.
This Costa penalty. I don't know what everyone's penalties are like.
Oh, never mind. Costa's got a penalty, but it doesn't matter because Weisig has got one anyway.
Yeah. but we'll need to figure out what the guys ahead have. Depends if they have more.
Bulletproof has a few penalties. Onyx, I'm not too sure on.
I'll have a little look. Right, let's see Onyx first. He's got 1, 2. He's got 3 penalties as Onyx, and Bulletproof has got 2. Costa has only got 1. Wisedick has got 2. So actually, Onyx is in a bit of trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well, I mean, neither of the guys in second, third, and fourth have had a podium this season, so this is going to be a hard-fought one.
Yes, unless it just goes horribly wrong.
Yes, which
this
it might
is a
do.
Possibility. We've already seen it go wrong for a few people today. So.
Meanwhile, 13 seconds out in the lead.
Yes, he's having a fun day, isn't he? Stop, it's a penalty.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's deserving that he's out that he's out front now.
Oh yes, he's done everything right. Hasn't got a penalty so far. All good.
Yeah. Just has to try and not fall asleep.
Ah, no, you don't fall asleep. Yeah, we're not Paul McGuinness here.
Yeah, true. Bulletproof and Onyx still fighting. And Wisedick within DRS range of Costa now.
Yeah, it's all gonna heat up, isn't it?
It is going to heat up. Oh, Bulletproof almost hitting the back of Onyx there. He's going to have another pop at him down here. Maybe a little bit too far back.
Yeah.
Let's see, he's running to the last corner through the wall of champions. Can he get the run? Little, I think he's again too far back. And you just saw for a brief moment the... Oh, well, you said he didn't have a penalty, he just went and got one. But he's so far ahead, doesn't matter.
Commentators go, oh dear, oh dear.
And
he's
now...
not going to finish, boys. Onyx is going to get a Grand Prix victory today.
Well, I mean, that's how Wisedick pretty much got his first one.
Yeah, but he didn't have 3 more penalties, did he?
No, he didn't.
We'll see. We'll see. Anything can happen, and it usually does. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, Wisedick is on the back of him. Yeah, he's right. He's following Costa.
On older tyres, I'm surprised he's got more pace.
Yeah. Probably... I would guess, however, that he probably does sweat a little bit more than Costa. I don't think Costa's the type to sweat.
Gold free, S rank. Yeah, I'd say he sweats a bit more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Wisedick is the championship leader, so he kind of needs to.
Yes.
And here we go.
Here he goes.
Huge overspeed. On the inside, does Costa fight him? No. So Wisedick into P4.
He's not gonna catch 2 scrapping cars. This is gonna be a fun fight for P2, isn't it?
Mercedes in.
Yes, I wonder why that is then. He should have been able to go to the end on them tires, and must have had to have a front wing change or something.
What's going on here?
What?
What? Hello?
He's just had new ultras put onto his car magically by the fairies in the pit lane or something.
So what does that mean for tyre wear?
Well, in ILR3, I think Sam won with 25 lap old supers. I was able to go from lap 15 to lap 35 on a set of ultras. So honestly, to be honest, tyre wear isn't that much of an issue. Oh,
Bulletproof diving down the inside of Onyx into the hairpin. He's ahead, parks the bus on the apex, and he's into P2 of this race. Now, who's going to have DRS? Bulletproof has DRS.
We got Wisedick absolutely closing like crazy.
And Costa's following him. He's dragging himself along with Wisedick. I think that might have been his plan, just kind of let Wisedick through and then just kind of drag himself with Wisedick up to these guys. So, you know, Costa's in with a shot of a podium. Which would be nice.
So is Scooper when these lot all kill each other.
Inevitably. But they've done well so far.
I want to say that, but I mean, we've already seen Wisedick stop it on his own, so what's he going to do when he starts fighting other people?
Yeah. So... Bulletproof pulled a little bit away there, and you just see the flash of blue in the background. That's of the Toro Rosso of Wisedick. And the Red Bull.
Darker shade. You got a darker shade for a wee Red Bull. And Onyx, we know he's got so much more speed when he gets into a slipstream than Bulletproof, because Bulletproof doesn't have that much ERS to use. And, you know, he's not using it on the exit. He's only on 2 is Bulletproof, while Onyx is there on 4. And Bulletproof is still only going up to 3 on the straight. This could be the move then.
He's going to fly past.
Back. Yeah.
Oh,
he's got to do a Bulletproof.
Round the outside.
Can he do it?
No. Oh, you get to, Bulletproof got a penalty anyway.
Wisely will be very happy to see that one.
And Onyx got one too.
If he could see that is.
Yeah, well, I think Bulletproof's got about 3 penalties now. Onyx having a look. Oh. He's dived it down the inside. Bulletproof saw him coming. And you can see Costa's, he's got the pace. He's following these guys. He's following Weisig nicely. Onyx with another penalty. And here he comes on the inside of turn 5. That's very brave. On the outside of the next corner, can he make it work? Maybe if he sticks it up the inside. They're still side by side as they run through the DRS section. And Weisig's now right there. That's how much it costs you. Onyx now up the inside. Into the wall.
That was so stupid.
Oh, Bulletproof's out, and he's out. And
that was extremely stupid from Bulletproof. I'm sorry.
Why would you do that?
Not the first contact. The first contact was just a great incident. But why do you take yourself out deliberately afterwards? How disrespectful is that? Unbelievable. I'm sorry, that's disrespectful on another level to do that.
Well, Weisig's back on the podium.
Yeah, Weisig's going to go for second now.
Yeah, and Costa's going to go for third, and he's in. There's wing damage.
Onyx must have got damage, yeah.
Welcome back to the podium, Costa.
Yes.
Good to see him back.
Not exactly how I think he expects to get there, but he'll take it.
Yeah. I'm sure Abby will take it too. He's P5.
Oh yeah, well he'll be extremely happy with that. He's got his goalkeeper gloves on. He's absolutely staved this race. I'm sorry, that's a dreadful joke. That's like 80 levels of jokes. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, I'll be very surprised if Bulletproof doesn't get in any trouble for that. I cannot believe he did that.
Yeah.
Why just give it up like that? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll be going on to lap 31 very shortly. Tau's on a nice Sunday drive around Canada. He's 16 seconds clear of everybody.
Oh dear.
This was Monaco last time out.
Yeah, it's who wants to dominate the race this week?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, it'll put a different winner on the board at least.
Yes. A deserved winner. He got a bit unlucky, I guess, with the penalties in Spain. Arguably didn't really deserve that. I think he got one of the warnings a bit unfairly at a fight with someone. But still, he'll get that win now anyway. Presuming that he doesn't stop it. And yeah, only 5 to go. I'm sure he can take it very slowly anyway, and lose 3 seconds a lap anyway, and not really have a care in the world.
Yeah, well, we've had, thanks to Penal, well, of course, Josh took a few of the wins in the early part of the season. That's quite kind of why the standings are a little bit messed up. But Josh took a few wins early in the season. So, out of this current group of drivers, we've only had 2 winners.
Hard to believe that, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we would have had more if only for penalties, because we've actually technically. Tierra Button's out. So he tends to go out spectacularly. So where is he gone out?
Yeah, let's see.
Oh dear. Right, through turn 1. I don't know.
He must have had a brakes failure. That's my best guess. Goes to the grass, has a wee spin. There he goes off to Narnia, and he's dead.
Well, I mean,
Skeven, up to points.
Now, I'm interested to see this one. The 2 Ferraris.
Oh.
Scott and Corey. Oh, never mind.
Scott, what are you doing?
Scott, you're boring.
You've been ahead of him the whole race. This isn't real Ferrari, you know. Oh.
God damn it. Well, actually, Abby could be on for 4th.
No, that would be extraordinary.
Now, let's actually check your position gain. He's up. He's up 13 places from where he started.
Well, I know who my driver today is.
Yeah. we counted him out. That was a stupid decision.
Well, he's not going to win, right?
No, he's right.
right? Wisely.
Yeah, well, at least we know that your statistic will hold up for a little bit longer.
I'm so happy, but I'm so sad at the same time because I quite like Wisely. He needs to win at some point.
Yeah, so basically, the statistic is that I
need to win.
You need to win in ILR3
Yes.
to have Wisely win, because you won in Brazil
Yes.
when he took his first win,
Exactly.
and now.
Or maybe, well, it's fair, you were commentating on my race, and maybe you need to be commentating on me race.
That's the bit I was missing.
And then him. Yeah, maybe that's what we got wrong. So, you know, hop into the ILR3 box, kick out Alex, he doesn't mind. He probably does mind, but yeah, if it's a full lobby, what can you do? So, yeah, well, you can do that, and then Wisely will win every race.
Yeah.
That doesn't work when I need to start winning races, which isn't going to happen anytime soon. But, anyway.
Yeah,
Abby.
Yeah, he's right in the back of them now. Having a look on Scuba. Let's just have a quick gander at the well, the points currently lie that Weisig is 14 points ahead of Abbey. So he's trying to it's damage limitation for Abbey right now.
I think Scott's about to fall out of the points here. His tires are so gone. Here comes
Don't
Jake.
let Jake through.
This is a disaster. Oh, he's wide.
He's wide.
He's done so well. You've got literally like a lap, 2 laps. Hold it. No! Yellows.
Yellows
could it be?
In sector 1. Well, it's gone now.
Oh.
But I genuinely thought for a second. I thought for a second.
Oh, I could have been scenes. And yeah, Scott has fallen out of the points. Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Anyway, Abbey then. 2 laps to go. Can he get by?
I think he looks like it looks like he's going to be easily able to get past here. On the outside, up to left, right hander, Scuba's got nothing to fight with, and he's through.
Nicely done. Oh, into the wall a bit there on the exit. Maybe not the best execution of that.
So, actually, with that, Abbey's done an exceptional job to get up to 4th place. He's really minimised the damage that the championship. It's only going to go up by 6 points. So
yeah.
It's up to it should be up to 20 by the end of this. And
Speed of a penalty, but a good run.
You know, if there was still half the race to go, Scuba's got bypassed. He's just there's good. Abbey really needs this position. He's going to back down the inside of Scuba.
Oh, that
sideways.
was close.
Still side by side, run through the left right hander. Scuba, can he make that one work on the outside? Too tough to do it there. But
and that's that battle over, I think. And Onyx gets his 6th penalty, I think, in a day. You can get disqualified here on this track. I've seen it happen a lot this week. 3 penalties alone, so just be careful. Don't want to lose them points in the last lap. And, well, here's Tar.
Yeah, I think this is just redemption. He knew he should have won in Spain. He beat Josh just about, but this is just dominant. Totally deserved. Pole to the race win. He's led almost every single lap. The Austrian's back on top. Tao wins the Canadian Grand Prix by almost 13 seconds. Wisely keeps his 2nd position. He comes through. He's going to retain that championship lead and keep himself on top of the podium.
Penalties.
Welcome back to the
penalties.
Let's have a look at penalties. Welcome back to the podium. Andre Costa in 3rd place. Oh, it was close. He almost got 2nd.
It was.
Abbey takes P4.
Oh, it was only a second off. He was only 2 seconds off being 2nd there. Wow.
Corey manages.
That's like penalties.
Oh, Corey's passed Skeevan in the last corner. Corey managed to get past him as they run the line. Who's it going to be across the law? That was close. That was very close. And look at Jake. Oh,
Jake.
Jake
just flies up the field.
He got 7th.
7. Oh wow.
He was side by side with Scott across the line there.
Just flies up the field like it's nothing.
Well,
Redemption Day.
Redemption Day for Tao. The Austrian stands on top of the podium for the first time. Well, technically the 2nd time this season, but the first time that he actually wins. Weisig alongside him. And Mr. Costa returns to the podium. And Now the championship gap lies at 20 points. So it's still rather close, but Wislik still lies on top. And Tao should have got himself in a nice position in the championship. He should get himself right up to about 4th place in the championship. But the confirmation of results coming up right now. I think. Yep, there it is.
That lack of penalties really could have paid Abi dividends there. He was so close to being second.
Look at the penalties further down the field. Look how many Jake had. TR Bun with 35 seconds worth of penalties in 4. Wow.
Oh dear.
I tell you what, Jake did a really good job. He came from 17th to 7th, but Abby 18th to 4th.
Yes.
Tao from pole to the win, Wising second, Costa from 11th on the grid to 3rd. Corey managed points, Skeven there, Scott came up from 14th. Wow, 35 seconds of penalties, mother of God, but Abby was the only one to survive without penalties, and that's how he managed 4th place.
Very well deserved.
So, we're heading to France next week, I think.
Oh boy.
Paul Ricard.
You're going to get lost.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely going to get lost on that one, but it does actually offer some decent racing. So let's hope it does provide that. But we'll see you same time next week. Oh, and you won't be here, unfortunately. So
no, I'm missing the next 2 weeks.
I'm gonna get
because I've got some lovely examinations coming up for school and just not gonna fail them this time.
Well, I'm gonna
go back there.
I'm gonna try and drag Evil Dragon in here next week, so keep an eye on that one. So we'll see you next week in Paul Ricard. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you next time out, same time, same place next week. Have a good one and good night.